The Supreme Court is considering an emergency application to prevent the Trump administration from deporting people under the Alien Enemies Act, or the AEA. The application argues that the administration isn't following due process by ignoring a previous Supreme Court ruling allowing people facing deportation to challenge their status. What is due process? What is the legal basis for it? And what does the law say specifically about due process and deportation? ASP explains. Due process refers to legal procedures that ensure individuals receive all rights owed to them and that laws are applied equally. It's guaranteed in the 5th and 14th Amendment of the Constitution. The concept for the constitutional right to due process came from the Magna Carta issued in England in 1215. Supreme Court precedent, including Matthew v. Diaz, later affirmed that, quote, persons in the U.S., not just citizens, are entitled to due process. Congress is responsible for enacting laws and establishing legal processes that define due process, including the use of immigration courts and expedited deportation procedures under specific conditions. Deportations carried out under existing federal laws are considered to follow due process. In most cases, that includes the ability to appear before an immigration judge and present a case for remaining in the country. However, there are exceptions. Quote, expedited removal is allowed based on when and where an individual is detained. For example, an individual detained within 100 miles of the border who has been in the U.S. for less than 2 years can experience expedited removal. Other laws allow the government to deport non-citizens for reasons related to national security, public safety, or violations of immigration or criminal statutes. President Trump posted to social media that the U.S., quote, would need hundreds of thousands of trials for the people his administration seeks to deport, saying it was, quote, not possible. The Supreme Court temporarily blocked deportations happening under the AEA. In response, the Trump administration has asked the court to lift its injunction and allow lower courts to consider the case first. The Supreme Court has not said when it will issue its next ruling.